Hello everybody, Mark, aka the Nerdy Punk, back again today for a new video. Today I just wanted to film a really quick video because it's a very special day. My favorite band, Green Day, just released their 13th studio album called Father of All Motherfuckers. So I'm very, very excited. Every time Green Day releases a new album, it's kind of like a holiday for me. Like, I just listen to Green Day all day long and absolutely love it. So, excited to give you guys my thoughts on the album. I may not be the most objective voice on this album because I'm such a big fan of Green Day. I haven't disliked a single thing they've put out, including this album. So, I've definitely got that fan bias going in, but I just wanted to give my overall thoughts on the record. So, when the first single, Father of All, came out last September, there was kind of a polarizing, it was kind of a polarizing song. A lot of Green Day fans hated it, a lot of Green Day fans really liked it, and you can count me in the group that really liked it. I thought it was a really catchy song. Wasn't sure how I felt about Billy singing falsetto in that song, but it kind of works. It's definitely different. Definitely something that I had to get used to. This whole album is pretty different from what Green Day sounds like. I think if I were to compare it to any of their previous work sound-wise, it sounds the most similar to the trilogy, which I will admit is Green Day's weakest material. But I still enjoy listening to those records. And this record I enjoy more than the trilogy, I think. The overall sound is kind of unique. They kind of described it themselves as almost the history of rock and roll with a lot of glam rock influence as well. And to me, that perfectly sums up the album. There's a lot of songs that sound like they're straight out of the 60s. Quite a few songs that sound like a little bit kind of like Motown and soul that have been given kind of a punk rock Green Day stamp. It definitely sounds like them, for sure. It's just incorporating all these other sounds that I think when Billy was doing the Long Shot record, he kind of experimented with some of those sounds that he used in that record on this new one, Father of All. To me, it sounds kind of similar to the Long Shot, but again, with more of a Green Day feel. My favorite songs on the record, I really like the entire thing. It's only 10 songs, 26 minutes long, which is one of my kind of complaints and kind of not complaints. I don't think it's a bad thing that the runtime is so short because it does what every album should. It leaves you wanting more. But at the same time, so it doesn't feel like there's any filler at all, which is awesome. But at the same time, I do want more. Like, I really want to hear more of this sound because I really like it. And so it kind of is disappointing for a fan that it's only 26 minutes long. But I think overall, for the quality of the album, it's a good thing. And it's really refreshing to hear from Green Day, especially, an album that is no frills, no filler, just down and dirty rock and roll for 26 minutes. Because they have, they've put out 2 rock operas, they've put out a trilogy of records. So just having them on a 26-minute, 10-song record is kind of unique and kind of cool. It's also the first record since, or the first era, should I say, since American Idiot that has not featured a 6+ minute song. So the longest song on this record, I think, is 3 minutes and 50 seconds, something like that. So that's good as well. The songs that I really love, besides just the entire thing, the title track, Father of All, is great. I still think it's one of, if not the best songs on the record. The song Oh Yeah, which to me kind of threw me off. It's a sample of Joan Jett's song, and Green Day doing a sample, like that's crazy to me. So I was kind of thrown off by that, but I think it's a really catchy song. Meet Me on the Roof is insanely catchy. if a little bit soft sounding for Green Day. What are the other songs I really love? Graffitia, that closes out the record, may be my favorite. I love that song. That song sounds like one of those 6-minute songs that's just been condensed to the best part of it, which I really like. Stab Me in the Heart, or Stab You in the Heart, I think. I think it's called Stab You in the Heart. That's one of my favorites as well. I love that song. Really, just bare bones rock and roll, that song. It's a power punch of a song. It's only like 2 minutes long. The riff on that song, some people have been mad about that because it sounds a lot like Achy Breaky Heart, or not Achy Breaky Heart. I can't remember. That's a country song. It's not that song. Anyway, there's a song that the riff sounds super familiar with. But there's also one of Green Day's songs called Fuck Time that was on the trilogy that uses pretty much the same riff. I have no problem with that because there's only a certain amount of riffs out there in the world. So I'm fine with them using it, and I think they used it much better on this song than they did in Fuck Time. Just my own personal opinion there. Let's see, what else is really great on this album? Sugar Youth is fantastic. Pretty much I loved the songs that weren't singles, with the exception of Father of All. I feel like the weakest song on this album is Fire, Ready, Aim, whatever that song was that they used for their NHL partnership. I think that song was pretty weak, but the rest of the album I think is fantastic. If I had to assign this a grade, I would probably say 3.5 out of 5. Mainly because I don't feel like it's Green Day's best material by any means, but it fulfilled all of my expectations, because my expectations were not sky high. I just expected a good, fun record, and that's what I got. So I'm satisfied with the album. I don't think it's their greatest quality work, but overall I'm really satisfied with it, and I think it's really catchy, and I'm going to be listening to it on repeat the next few days and into the coming weeks. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Sorry for all of the rambling, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a like. Hit that subscribe button down below to stay tuned for all of my future videos, and hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.